For latest astrology videos, subscribe AstroEdify channel and press this bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live.
Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to talk about what happens if Sun is in the second house of anybody's horoscope. We are going to discuss two scenarios. If Sun is well placed and strong, what kind of results it can give, and if it is weak and afflicted, then what kind of results it can show in second house. So let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is shown in the description. So we are going to talk about Sun in second house today. Now see, first condition is that we are going to talk about Sun if it is well placed, means it's good and strong. So by good and strong, I mean that Sun is in friendly signs, own sign or exaltation sign, and it's making good yogas with other planets, like it is sitting in conjunction with the Kendra or Trikona lords or with the natural friends of Sun like Mars, Moon and Jupiter. So that becomes fine. So Sun is and the Lord means the sign in which it is sitting, the Lord of that sign, that planet, that also lends support to Sun, means it is also well placed in the chart. So Sun will be considered strong and good. So if Sun is in second house and it is well placed in the chart, then it can give a lot of good results. Like, first of all, second house is the house of family. So second house is family, money, speech, three things, very important. So Sun can give good family, or like you are born into a well-to-do family, that can be one thing, or it gives good family upbringing, even if you are born into a humble family background, then also it shows that it can show good family upbringing, support of the family, no matter whatever the circumstances of the family are, or it can show the well-to-do family as well. So both the things or any of those things, they can be seen if Sun is well placed in second house. Then the thing here is that it makes person identify with the family and the lineage they are born, because Sun is your ego. So you derive ego. It can show that you are proud of the lineage, the family, the nationality, the what you can say, the locality where you are born. That person identifies with that. So derivation of ego from that family and the lineage and the heritage where you are born, that becomes an intrinsic part of the identity. Then it can show that Sun is father. So father's support will be there, and father's influence can be high on personality. And it is good for the father in general as well. Means it can show that father can be a reputed person in his life. He can have a good career and success and those kind of things. So these are good aspects of Sun in second. And also Sun in second, if it is strong, as I mentioned, it makes person traditional, patriotic, culturally bound, and somewhat conservative, not in orthodox sense, not like that. Conservative in the sense that you appreciate the lineage, the culture, the tradition from where you come. You appreciate your roots. You are aligned with them. That kind of thing. It's not like ritualistic superstitions. So that kind of conservative approach can be seen. You are not rejecting the roots from where you belong. That is the quality of good Sun in second house. Then Sun in second house also makes person creative and artistic, but you have to see other combinations. It's not always the case. Not everybody is creative, but second house, if let's suppose Sun is in conjunction with Venus or Mercury or Moon, then it becomes, or fifth lord or third lord, then it becomes a case that it can lend or bring creativity, innovation and artistic skills as well. Now, the very good example which I remember is Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore had Sun, Mercury, Venus in second house, and very strong Sun. I think it is exalted, if I remember it correctly. But the point here is that he had this strong Sun in second house. So he was quite creative and artistic. He was a poet, he was a dramatist, he was a writer, many things. So the thing here is that Sun can bring those qualities if it is well placed in second. Second house is also your inheritance. Second house and eighth house, they promote inheritance. Now when I say inheritance, it's not always property and wealth. It can be inheritance, means what you get get from the parents, from the lineage, from the people, from your ancestry. So it can be the skill sets, it can be the talents, it can be the money and property or wealth as well. So the money and property and wealth are already there, but I'm talking about the passing on of some skills and talents through generations. That can be seen. So that is second house. If it is strong sun, then it can show that person can be passed on with some skill sets, talents, intrinsic hidden skills which you are born with, which can be passed on from one generation to another. That kind of thing. And if sun is in second house, it can show weak eyes over a period of time. Sun in second, no doubt how it is placed, it can show eyes become weak over a period of time, like people having weak eyesight or some eye related issues. But at the same time, sun in second house makes person bold and authoritative, particularly in speech, and gives a deep voice, because second house is your speech, your vocal cords. So it brings a bold, authoritative, assertive demeanor when you talk to somebody, and it's not like you are rude, not like that. It's like you are assertive enough, authoritative enough to persuade people. That kind of thing. People get it can be intimidating, but in a good sense, not in a bad way. So that kind of thing in second house sun can bring. Then second house sun also shows that it brings money, but at the same time expenditure as well, because sun is fire, so it has to burn the second house as well. So it is going to burn, it means second house is wealth, so it brings money in the life. The money is not going to be problem if second lord is also well placed, but the point here is that it brings expenditure also, and that is a good thing. If we talk about, it brings use of money, utilization of money to live the life. That is the beauty here. So brings money as well as expenditure. Then it also shows that person can be somewhat attention seeking in nature, particularly through their work, through their accomplishments, what they have gained in life. They can portray that kind of ego, the attention seeking behavior, or seek some social validation and approval of people, particularly the family, but also of the society in general. That is the natural trait of sun. You cannot escape that. So that can be the result of sun in second house in general. Okay, so these are the things which good sun can bring if it is well placed in second house. Now if we say that sun is badly placed, like it is in enemy signs, debilitation sign, and it is not in Nij Bhanga, the Rashi, means the sign in which it is sitting, the lord of that zodiac sign is not well placed, it is afflicted. And sun is afflicted by other planets like Mars, Ketu, Rahu, Saturn, and 6th, 8th or 12th lords. Or sun is in Mrityu Bhag and it's not well placed, it's not well placed at all, it's getting afflicted, like making bad doshas. So then the sun will become weak, and sun will be having capability to bring lot of negative results as well. So the point here is that if sun is badly placed, then it can bring a lot of negative results in the chart or in the life of the person. So like it can show quite contrary results which we have talked so far. So first thing is that second house was family, so it can show either any trouble to the family or trouble with the family, means you do not get along with the family, or you do not get support of the family, or you have some kind of trouble with the family, or troubles are there with to the family, means family is suffering because of something, because of their financial status or any other issues, anything like that. Any trouble to or with the family members or the family in general can be seen. Then particularly father, because sun is father, so the thing here is that is one thing. Or it can show the loss of family members as well, like any harm to the family members, death of the family members in particular, that can be seen. Then it can show weak or poor family background, means you are coming from a quite humble background, but if sun, as I mentioned, if it is gaining some strength, it will what you can say, bring positivity later on. But if it is already lost in strength, then this does not improve. Now the thing here is that it can also show no peace at home or happiness at home, because second house is your speech and family and the home. Second and fourth, they are very important for home and family life. So it can show that even if everything's there, means you are having money, there is stability, there is everything, but there is still, you do not get along, and there is no peace and happiness at home. Everybody is indulging in some fights or some clashes, or some toxic behavior is going on in the home. That kind of thing can also be seen. Person has to struggle and make their own way. But they will be able to do that if sun is strong, the Lagna chart, the Lagna Lord is strong, the moon is strong. If they are there, then initial circumstances of life are struggling, but person makes their own way later on. They are self-made most of the time. You do not get that much of support from the family, but rather it's the other way around. You have to support the family from your side. But the point here is that if sun is improving, other planets, as I mentioned, they are fine, then it gives you opportunities to grow and become self-made person in the life. But if it's bad, then what will happen? Person will not have the dedication and the willpower to do anything. You can have ambitions, you can think that okay, I'm going to do this, you can take decisions, but when it comes to real hard work, you get back, you have a cold feet. So point here is that willpower, dedication, commitment, competitive spirit, that suffers, that takes a big blow. And hence what happens that initially person can get excited about something, like they took some decision, but when it comes to fulfillment of that ambition or that task what they have thought about or what they have initiated, then when the time of hard work is there, they get back. So that is the big problem, because sun is your self-confidence, willpower, commitment, dedication, seriousness, energy, vitality. They all suffer if sun is badly placed in second. Then second house is the house of money, savings. So savings become a challenge. You can have money, maybe let's suppose you are having a good income in your life, but if sun is burning the second house, making bad yogas for expenditure, so expenditure can be so huge that no matter how much income you earn, you end up saving nothing at all. So that becomes a big challenge, that savings are not there, or it can show corrupt source of income. Let's suppose people are there who are earning their incomes through malpractices, through frauds, through illegal activities. There are many people like that. So that kind of thing can be seen. You have to check the combinations. Do not jump to conclusions, but see, sun can bring that kind of thing if it is badly placed, harming the second house. Then second house is your speech. So it can harm the speech. If it is well placed, it will never harm the speech. Speech will be bold, assertive, straightforward, but it will never be hurtful. But if second house sun is bad and Mercury is bad, or second lord is weak, then what will happen? Bad, hurtful, harsh speech can be seen, abusive speech can be seen, and a person who engages in lot of stupid gossips and rumors or rumor mongering, that kind of negative speech patterns can be given. Then it can show controlling, possessive, bossy, stubborn nature, or your wrong decisions. Due to wrong decisions, what happens? Either you hurt yourself or you hurt your family, because second house was family. So your decisions are hampering the family's well-being, or vice versa. Like family's wrong decisions, like head of the family, like your father or any other person, they are taking some wrong decisions because of which you are suffering. So it can be either way scenario. Then it can show loss of inheritance. So loss of inheritance, loss of family reputation due to anything. You have to check the combinations, of course. And it can show rejection of own tradition, because that is the difference between good and bad sun. If sun is good, as I mentioned, it will bring ego derivation from your own lineage, from your own culture, from your roots. But here what happens? Person tends to reject their own tradition, their roots, their family, their culture. And particularly if ninth house is bad, then this will be much more seen. Very, very easy to see that you reject your own culture, tradition, family, and roots from where you come. The respect for the legacy, the respect for the lineage, which has been passed on to you, that value is not there. So that becomes, if second house is bad or ninth house is bad, then it can show desperate social validation and identity crisis. Person can be blindly materialistic and have no sense of what they are themselves as individuals. You depend on other people to make a perception of you, that who you are. So that becomes a really bad situation of sheer identity crisis. Sun can bring that. Then it can also, because second house is money, it is the house of material wealth, material objects, material world in general. So it can show if it's really afflicted, then it can show hedonistic behavior, blindly materialistic nature. Nothing matters, nothing other than money and power. There is nothing other than that what matters to the person. That can be there. Person can be successful. But the point here is that nothing matters other than these things. Then it can show any other problems also, because if sun is Marak, because second house is a Marak house. Marak means a malefic house. And if sun is afflicted or is a lord of 6th, 8th or 12th or 7th or 2nd lords, and it is bad, what happens that it can create problems, particularly in its time periods, in any area, depending on how combinations are happening. It can be anything. It can be health, it can be career, money, family, anything. But that can be seen. It can hamper any of those things because it becomes a Marrakesh. So that can be issue. And sun is your lineage. So lineage does not only mean your ancestors. It also means the future generations, the children. So it can create problems with the children or childbirth issues as well if sun is bad in second. So these are negative traits of sun which I discussed, but I have given you a transparent view of both the situations, that if sun is well placed, is strong, and badly placed or weak or afflicted. So you have to analyze the chart with other planets, keeping in mind, and then come to some conclusions that okay, this is how it's going to behave in any particular person's chart. So that this information is going to help you there. Okay, so I hope that you would have understood what kind of results we can expect if sun is in second house in anybody's chart. And if you are new to my channel, subscribe below for more. Check on my website and Facebook page and Instagram. Their links are shown in description. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.